Hi, I'm James Robinson, and welcome to this session of the Strategic Speaker Series, where Gary Clausen and I will talk about research and innovation, the Mystique program, and how the spirit of innovation and collaboration are fueling Christie's transformation into a solutions-focused company. So let's jump right in.
Sometimes we set up this expectation that innovation is something that it needs to be very difficult or futuristic, when quite often the most tangible things are the things that we can do today. The things 5 to 10 years from now that we will look back and say that was magical and that was amazing are likely here today. We likely have the capability inside the company right now, and we simply need to identify it, recognize it for its potential, and deliver it to our customers for their own benefit.
And I agree with you. It doesn't have to be something that we're trying to solve 10 years in the future. In a lot of the cases, a customer may be telling us something that they want to do that's challenging, that if we really look hard at and consult with our staff, they're like, oh, that is totally doable. We listen to what they need. What are the things that they're trying to do? Where are they pushing the envelope? And through some of those conversations, we start to discover that we have a lot of the tools and capabilities internally that we just need to give them access to or connect into the story that they're trying to tell.
Mystique is this opportunity that came from taking the initiative for AutoMapper, going out and listening to customers and realizing that we had expertise that our customers needed. And by listening to them, we found a way to be able to apply that.
A quick overview of Mystique. There's 3 major components to it that are coming down the pipe. There's the design piece, as you know, the installation piece, and the operate. And it's kind of a very interesting story about how that even came to be. It was after we had exhibited AutoMapper at Infocom and some other shows. Again, we had been able to have people say, wow, that's incredible. I would like to learn more about that. And in the process of telling them more about it, they started to say, well, I don't really want a projection map on a Dragon, but I have this really complex theme park exhibit that I'm having trouble with alignment. Would that tool also help us with that? And we said, yes, I believe that it would. And then we gave them a demo of AutoCal, and then we did it in Staging Server, which is an internal tool that we had used for ourselves for software development. The fulfillment team was using it to quote out jobs. We had never really shared it publicly with customers. It was at 0.1 version. And the customer said, what is this tool that you're using? Are you pre-simulating the attraction ahead of time? Oh yeah. Could you simulate brightness ahead of time? Yeah, that's possible. Watch this. And we just realized that we actually had a gold nugget that we had been using for ourselves that we could polish up and put a product name and a marketing plan around.
And this is a tool that came out of an Innovation Day.
Exactly, that's correct. It was made on one of our software developers' innovation time, so that as they were testing AutoCal, they wouldn't need to set up projectors, they could do it virtually. And that one investment in trying to make the process better has now spawned this huge business case.
I love the story about when film was first created and they first started filming things that were before that plays. For the first 10 years, the camera was always fixed at the back of the room because nobody realized you could move the camera. As soon as somebody realized you could move the camera, all of a sudden it kicked off a rebirth of all the different cinematic things that we've all taken for granted today. But I love that example of nobody realized the potential and that these were things that you could break. But over that 100-year period, we still have this norm where there is a fixed rectangle at the front of the room and we all sit and watch it in one direction, which is really not a very natural way to tell a story at all. And with these technologies, we have the capability to be able to break that model. Why does it have to be a rectangle at the front of the room? Why can't it be a curve, a dome, a building, and any part of a wall? Why can't it be a 3D model that I'm talking about? And it changes the posture from we're all looking towards one thing to an environment where we're all standing around something.
That's the really powerful thing that I see around projection mapping and Christie Technologies in general, is when you look at the re-emergence, if I could say that, of VR and AR, virtual reality and augmented reality, there is this whole digital world of 3D data that is being created there, and Christie's technology gives us another straw that we can plug into that environment and actually release it, liberate it from the virtual world and bring it out into the world around us. And that is going to allow, again, us to be able to consume that data, interact with it in a very human way.
It's not easy to take 6 projectors and project them onto a single 3D model. It's not easy to project onto the wall of Niagara Falls. But the wonderful thing is that we have the tools and technology and the expertise, the people who know how to do that. So we win when we take those things, we package them, we make it easy, so that the customer who's building these magical experiences isn't thinking about 3D and alignment and everything else.
Christie actually is, our foundation business is to be able to create amazing looking pixels any way you want them. Do you want to project those pixels? Do you want them in 4K? Do you want to have an LED wall? We have all of that base technology, so then we build on top of that this capability to be able to deploy it in all these incredible, amazing ways. In addition to selling our solution and our services and our software, we're selling all of this hardware at the same time. So you told me before, software sells hardware. That's true in the video gaming industry, and that'll be true here for us as well as we execute on some of these strategies.